Sing.
Yeah, how have you been?
It was a long weekend.
Tell me about it. I saw pictures on social media.
It was a long weekend, but I'm happy.
How
I'm
many
grateful.
parties did you have?
Eh?
How many parties did you have?
Only one.
But I saw different venues.
There are different venues, but we had only one party. So it started on Thursday, and then Saturday, and then Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So Thursday, my girl picked me up, and then we did an escape room. You know what an escape room is?
Yeah.
Yes. So we did that, and then later on in the evening, we went to go eat,
Okay.
and then came back Friday, and then Saturday was when I had the party at the house.
Okay.
So it was just something small, family, friends, you know,
Mm-hmm.
just to celebrate me, celebrate them too as well. Tasa.
Yeah.
Hey. And then Sunday was when we did the boat thing. The Sunday one was
So that was
was
your big 30.
you know.
Oh,
So
okay, belated
nah,
happy birthday.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
Belated happy birthday. Well, hmm. So Michelle, it's surprising to know or and
Hmm.
state that we know it's in our classroom. Like we act
Right,
classmates. Could you
right.
imagine?
That's it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy, but you were one of the few people, and I've told you this before, that said, I don't know where I don't know. I mean, I kind of knew it, but I was like, I don't know what we're talking about. This was our last semester,
Okay,
last year, last semester, and then you were like, oh, yeah, I know. So like when you're done, you're gonna go outside and like
I
go
said
towards
that.
yeah. And I was
Mm.
like, okay. And I was like, sure. I mean, because I didn't told a single soul, right? But I kind of had an idea that I
Okay.
would be, right? And then I was like, nah, like I know that you're gonna go. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So it's crazy that we all
Yeah, I
go
was
all
supposed
the way around now.
to-
We've come back again, you
Yeah,
know. So, yeah,
good
it's
to hear from you, and you've really come far. So, my power child, lately, Mehusa, you've been posting videos on your Instagram. I'm not sure of your Facebook because I do not follow you on Facebook. But lately you've been posting quite a number of videos, broadcasting something you do. I don't know if it's a hobby, but you call it you chop.
okay.
Yeah. And I see you eating. You're actually living out the name of you're actually living out the title of what
Yes.
you started.
Uh-huh.
So what is
Uh-huh.
you chop all about? Oh, and before that, just introduce yourself, just for our viewers.
Okay. Okay. So introduce myself. Full name? I'm not giving my full name.
Please feel free, whatever name you want to give.
I bet. Okay. So uh William is the first name.
Mm,
But most people, well, some know me as Siaw, right?
mhm,
Some know me as Willie Boy,
mhm.
know me as we'll leave the rest. Yeah, they don't need to know the rest. But now William, born and raised in Ghana. Um, I work in IT,
Okay.
right? I'm IT. So I've been doing that for a few years now, and I love to eat. I love food. I love looking at it. I love talking
Okay.
about it. I love
Okay.
eating it, right?
Yeah.
And I love people. I love God. I love life. If you want to summarize me as a whole, that's a combination right there. So yeah, that's who I am, you know. So to your question, you chop. So like I mentioned before, how I love food. I'm constantly posting something that I'm eating, something
Mhm.
that I saw somewhere. If it's me that cooked it, if it's someone else that cooked it, I'm sharing that, right, with the people that, if it's Snapchat, if it's Instagram, if it's WhatsApp, name it, I'm sharing food on there. And um, someone had mentioned, why don't you just create a page for it? I was like, I don't have a reason right now to create a separate page for that.
Okay.
This is my page. I'm just sharing what I like to eat, what I like to, cook. I love food. But And usually I always used to have this tag that says you chop. Like, have you eaten today? So random, I'll just post something, Charlie, you chop, have you eaten? And with how I say I love people,
Mm-hmm.
right? I have a story, I have a background, I'm coming from somewhere, I'm going somewhere, right? But thank God. And it's the same for other people too as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that if it's traveling to a new place or going into a new environment, it be work, it be a social event, it be a party, whatever it is, there was a different bond, right? And there was a different bond when food was the medium, right?
Yeah.
Like you can create a bridge with what you talk to, you're able to connect with people, right?
Yeah.
It be work, it be a event that happened. But food was one that I found a different connection with, right? Oh, have you had this before? So I was like, you know what? I've always wanted to talk to people. I've always wanted to hear people's stories, and I want other people to hear, what someone has been through or what someone is currently going through. So why do I not combine those two things together? And then that's how come I saw the reason to create my page, right? So that's one of the main reasons why I created that. So we're gonna have discussions, share our stories, but food will be that medium, you
Okay.
know. And so far so good. So far so yeah.
Okay. So YouTube is a brand that you have started clearly, like you have said,
Yes.
because of your passion for food. So
Yeah.
what happens to your IT background? Is this something you intend to toss on the side or something you want to do alongside?
Um, so how that came about, I grew up in a business. My dad owned his own business growing up. So I grew up in a business family. So I'd always, aside from me growing up in a family where my dad had his own business and wanting to kind of do a similar thing, I generally grew up to also like that too as well, right?
Okay.
But I always liked IT from the point of why does this work the way it does? You know,
Okay.
like I'm a big why person. Why does this work the way So growing up, I thought engineering was what I wanted to do, but the math wasn't mathing for me. So to be great in engineering, you
I
need to
think you
have
were quite good at math back in school.
I was, but the passion wasn't there, you know.
Okay.
Yes. So I was like, nah, this is not for me then.
Yeah.
So when I moved to the US, I didn't want to sit and code.
Okay.
Definitely don't want to do that, but I loved IT. And I love the business. How can I merge the two together? And I head up MIS, and that's how come I got into my space. So it's something I enjoy doing. It's kind of a part of who I am, you
Okay.
know. Um, as a senior BA, as a business analyst, as a product manager, whatever it is, you are constantly asking questions,
Mm-hmm.
right? It be requirements, whatever it is. So that's it's part of who I am. So even if I'm not actively working for somebody in that space, I can definitely still see myself applying those same skills, in that. And I mean, technology is what it is now. So in one way or another, whatever capacity, I still can see myself doing that. So, and we need the money too. So I can't leave there anytime soon. I beg you. You know.
So I'm trying to say YouTube is not going to fetch in anything at all.
No, 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 no. I mean, we don't know yet, right?
Okay.
Right now, the focus with you chop is not really the money,
Okay.
right? But obviously, I'm hoping that it's gonna get to a point where it can also bring in something too as well. Right now, the goal is to be able to create a platform where people can cook, people can learn new recipes, but at the same time, too, people, hearing that, oh, I guess we have similar stories. Oh, I guess I'm not the only one going through this. Yeah, so.
So let me ask this: Is YouTube
Mhm.
has it been established or to has it been crafted to gravitate towards the culinary of a certain specific continent, or is it cuts across? Because I'm asking this because I know how you're obsessed with Ghanaian dishes.
Of
I
course.
know I know how you're obsessed with it, and I know how you openly, display your affection towards, the various dishes. So is it solely going to be gravitating towards Ghanaian dishes or African dishes, or is going to, be something that cuts across continents?
No, it's across continents, right? Across continents. It's easy to start with what you know,
Mm-hmm.
right? So since it was easy to start with what I know, obviously, um, home. So my first video, let's do it. My first video that I shot, which is currently on YouTube, was in Ghana, right? I went to Ghana recently last year.
Yeah.
Amazing. And the lady that I shot it with, she is a married woman, mom, a husband. She is a doctor of pharmacy, and then she is also um, a caterer, right? Like
Okay.
she is a cook. So she has like four different, I guess you can say, lifestyles. This is kind of putting together, right? In this economy. So like, how do you make that work? And I know
Yeah.
food is a big thing right now home. And it's like, can I do this? If I have an idea where I want to cook and sell, is that possible for me? Can I make it a business? Things like that. So I think it will come. One, it's open to all, right? I
Okay.
want it be Chinese, it
Okay.
be Mexican, it be Jamaican, it be whatever it is, right? It is like it's not one specific, you know, how do you call it, cuisine that is for you chop. It's doesn't really matter. You can cook whatever it is you want to cook. You can
Okay.
display whatever it is you want to display. So it's open, it's open to all. So yeah.
So let's talk about you in London 2 years
Mm.
ago. Was it 2 years ago?
I think so. Yes.
Okay. Was it a U-Chop assignment? Was it you on a U-Chop assignment, or it was you on a personal assignment, doing what you do best, eating and exhibiting the various culinaries?
I think it was I would say a combination. When I say combination, there was a primary and a secondary. So primary was more so a personal journey for me.
Mhm.
Secondary was obviously the food. Anywhere I go, food is always on my mind. Like, what does the food look like?
Okay.
How can I show this to the people outside? Like, this is what they make here. This is what they're eating over here. Have you had it before? Would you like to eat it? Right. So that's always like in the back of my mind, right? Primary wise, this was the first time I would say in a long time that I traveled alone
Mhm.
to a place that either I hadn't been there in a long time or I hadn't been there at all. So that London
Was
trip
that
was
your
I
first time?
I think so, yes. Not I know so. Yes, it was. Um, so it was a London Paris trip, right? So
Oh,
originally it was gonna be a Madrid Barcelona trip, right?
okay.
And I was like, let's do London, Paris and see, right? So that was a last minute change. I think I did it for my birthday. I think so. I cannot
Okay.
recall. But I wanted to do this for myself and just see what it was like.
Mhm.
And before I go into that, one of the few things I learned from that was planning, the importance of planning
Yeah.
and how important it was. Because for London, I had no agenda. It's going in, because I knew a few people there going in, we'll see what happens. Oh man, that was tough. And it was kind of cold too. So there weren't a lot of activities going on.
Yeah.
But I met some really cool people there. Paris, I had planned things out. I had some good food. I had some Mediterranean food in London, this Italian place. I was living in Central. When I
Central
was
London.
Central London, yes.
Okay.
I can't remember the name of the place, but the food was amazing. I think I still have the videos and stuff like that. So always sharing, hey, check this place out, but it was more
But
so a personal journey, primary wise.
I feel like you were kind of advertising
Yes.
for these restaurants, but you
Yeah.
paid
If
anything.
I did not enjoy it, I'm not gonna talk about it. But if I did, I'm definitely sharing it,
But
right?
did it pay you anything?
No, they don't. Going in, I'm looking not just about the food, but the experience.
Okay.
They did not know. No one is paying me anything to advertise anything. It's me just sharing my experience with that, right?
Okay.
So going in literally from when I walk in, if it's you parking there, how was parking like, you walking in, how you're greeted, how you sit down, how long are you waiting? So I'm looking at all these different things till when the food comes. And that I can't remember the name of this Italian place, but it was really good. It was really good. I remember the owner actually was there that day,
Okay.
and I was done, and I was looking for dessert, and I'd seen the cannoli on there, right? And I was like, I'm good. I don't want the cannoli. He goes, why? I go, I have not had a great experience with cannoli. I've tried it a few times, and I think I'm okay. So he goes, all right, let's do this. I'm gonna have you try it. If you do not like it, you don't have to pay for it.
Oh,
And don't feel bad about telling me that it was not good. I said, okay.
okay.
Oh,
And then what?
it was so good. He still ended up not having me pay for that cannoli. I was like, okay, I got you. I got you. You know, but it was really good. So I always look out for these kind of opportunities when I go out.
Okay, I mean, what you stated was quite thorough, the packing, where it's located, blah blah blah. This like a
It
full
adds to the
is the
experience.
well, okay. So
Yeah,
let me ask you this then. If one of these establishments came to you and said, okay, we're offering you so and so amount to do this and this
yes.
for us, are you going to say, okay, fine, because I'm doing this for the passion and for the experience?
No, 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 not at all. Please, let's talk. Now,
No,
it
because
has
you're
to.
preaching passion. So I'm just wondering if you would ever do this, you consider doing this for the money at some point.
So I don't know how to fake, right?
Yeah.
Like if I don't like something, you know, and you will see it.
Okay.
If I like it, I think that is pretty noticeable. If I don't believe, because I don't have to do much to sell something,
Okay.
if I believe in it and if it makes sense to me, right? So if it's really good and I like it, fam, you don't have a problem.
Okay.
Because already the thing is selling itself.
Yeah.
So if you're able to bring someone on who is able to kind of show or express that same, excitement about what it is that you're cooking or what it is that you're done.
Okay. So how many establishments have you done this for?
Um, for free or for payment?
Let's start with free.
Oh, for free. I don't know how many. See, let me tell you. So I've been to so many places that I will tag and how quickly they repost because the way I talk about it, there's this place where I live at right now. It's a new Korean barbecue that just opened up. I want to go check out the place. Again, the owner was there that day. I don't know what it was that made him come over to a table.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I don't remember, but he gave us a free shot that day, added to the whole experience. The food was also good. So now I'm telling this person, you definitely go here. I'm telling this person. The number of people that have gone there to go eat and have re-tagged the shop saying, thanks for the recommendation, thanks for the recommendation. I'm just like, wow. Everywhere I go. So there's this place in Ghana. It's is it Korean? I can't remember. But I can't remember, but I think it's around Osu or something.
Okay.
I went there, myself, my sister, a few other friends. We went to go eat, and the lady actually came out. I was like, I gotta take it. I think I still have it on my page. She came out, we took a photo. She gave me, I can't remember. She doesn't do that pretty often, right? We did that. I posted it. D-Man Science, another one too. Oh man.
Right.
But
Mensa.
hey, D-Man Sign. Oh, the first
What
time I
is
went
the
there,
Mensa?
which one be D-Man Sign? I'm like, what? D-Man Sign. I read it as if it was D D-Man Santo was another one. I went there,
Yeah.
loved the food, loved the experience, reposted it.
I hear
They
people
also
talk a lot
posted
about it, but
it.
I've actually never tried anything
You have
from
to try
there.
it. The names are plenty. Names are
Okay.
plenty. Yeah, there are a lot. But that's Yeah. For payments, I've not received a single one. Nada. Maybe I should. Yeah, maybe I
Why don't
should,
you?
but
But okay, moving forward. You know what? I
yes.
think that would be after when you're done. I'll just speak to you.
Yes. Okay. 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 I
Okay.
mean, one of my best mates literally tells me that all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
Because I think you're doing quite an amazing job. Like you're actually contributing towards the success of these establishments, and I think you deserve to be rewarded for this. I know you're a food connoisseur, and I love how you're passionate about it, but I mean, you know,
mhm. That's very true. I guess I will take it a lot more into consideration because it will help the economy.
because you're doing amazing. Which
My
economy?
economy.
Your
Yes.
your pocket economy.
My pocket economy. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Oh,
So
good. You see, for some people, food is a way of escaping.
mm,
They find comfort in
mhm,
food. Food is how they actually deal with life problems. It's what alcohol is to an alcoholic.
mhm.
So for William, what does food mean to you?
That's a good question. Num- number one, satisfaction. Who do you know what I mean? Right? Um, you have to eat. So that one is always number one. We have to maintain that. But it's a way of relaxing when it comes to the cooking, right?
Okay.
So when you chop came about, it was pretty much just me um at where I was living, right?
Mm.
So I cooked a lot. So if it's me coming from work, right? If it's me being at home on the weekend, I'm trying out new stuff, right? I'm making something I've made before, something that I saw somewhere, and it's just a way for me to just be relaxed, you know. I don't find it stressful when I'm cooking, Sometimes like I haven't made something in a while. Right? Let me give you an example. So when I notice that my room is very disorganized, it's a sign for me to tell me that I'm stressed and I need to kind of calm down, reprioritize, get organized, and get things going. Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Cooking is kind of a similar thing to like that, where it's like, all right, when I start saying I haven't cooked something in a while, or I need to try something new, it's a sign saying, all right, you're kind of bored and you're looking to, kind of de-stress. So
Yeah.
it's definitely one for that's what it does for me, right? It also allows me to be able to connect with other people too as well.
Okay.
It's so the cooking is one. The food itself allows me to be able to connect with people. If it's literally eating it right there and then, or
Mm-hmm.
if it's talking about it, So no, food is a big thing for me. I don't think there's anywhere that I have been that food hasn't come up in a
Really?
conversation. Oh yeah, unless we're in a very, very serious work meeting. But
Okay.
for the most part, if it's definitely a social event, we're talking about it.
Mm.
We're talking about it one way or another, because people love to talk about themselves. So if it's about food, well, I guess it's a win-win for both of us, you know.
Okay.
So tell me about that. Oh, I didn't know about this. Oh, so you know what we call meat pie, right? Some call it meat turnovers, some call it meat with the what kind of dough is it? What is it? What is meat pie?
You asking me?
Yes, it's a pastry, right? Some call it meat turnovers. We call
Yeah.
it meat pie back home, right?
Yeah, meat pie.
And I just had a birthday celebration recently, and there was this Nigerian lady over there who came as well. And when she took one, she goes, fish pies. I'm like, what do you mean fish pies? She goes, it's fish pie. I'm like, no, it's called meat pie. And then we literally had an argument about it. I'm like, no, it's not fish. She goes, so this is the first time she's seen that it's meat. And it's the
Yeah.
first time I'm hearing that it's fish, right?
I've actually
And
had both.
oh yeah, I never even knew people put fish in it.
Oh, okay. I've actually
So
had both. Yeah.
she's looking at it and it looks like fish. I'm like, no, it's minced meat because that's how you do it. You mince it up and you add your stuff and then you make it. So I was like, oh wow, I had no idea about that. I guess I'm gonna have to try that now.
Yeah.
Right. So that alone can create an opportunity for us to talk more, find out, it creates a gate, a gate where you can connect and ask more questions and
It's
find
the
out more.
perfect icebreaker, isn't it?
Yes, yes, yes. So
Okay.
exactly. Very
How does
wild.
being a business analyst, how do you incorporate that into your love for food?
Um, I think so, like I said before, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I do as a career, it'd be a PM. One of the core characteristics or attributes of it is to be successful in these kind of roles, you have to be an active listener. You have to be a great listener. That's one.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to, you know, um, requirements, right? Asking, not just asking a lot of questions, but asking the right questions,
Yeah.
right? To be successful in these roles, one of the core characteristics or attributes to be successful in it is being an active listener.
Yeah.
That's definitely, and your ability to elicit requirements, right? So not necessarily just asking a lot of questions, but asking the right questions, right? So you're always observing,
Mm-hmm.
you're doing your best to listen more and talk less, right? I can literally carry this and transfer it into what I do in YouTube, right? So if it's hearing something that someone said in a conversation about a food, listening. Well, why this? What will probably be the next steps for this? How are you able to do this? Right? Like for one topic, I can ask why 5 times and you'll be surprised the responses. Even for the same question, if you
Mm-hmm.
ask why 5 times, you will get different responses every single time.
Yeah.
Right. And probably by the fifth time you ask that why, you probably have, I guess you can call it a root cause, or a deeper meaning as to what they said at the beginning. You're like, oh, I didn't even think about it that way. So like I said, it's pretty much who I am as part of, my thought process. So that's why I said I can't really leave unless I get a totally different, change in what I want to do. But as of right now, I don't see that. So I think that's how I'm able to kind of transfer that into um the job space, you
Okay.
know. Yeah, because even how I pick the people that I interview, like I have quite a number of people that I know that I think, first of all, cook, amazing cooks, but it's how this particular story, how can we bring that, to this platform and then share that with everybody else, you know? Yeah, so it's picking the right questions. I wouldn't say the right people, but picking the right story at the right time and just kind of sharing that. So yeah.
Okay. So how do you envision the future for you, Chop? What do you see from here?
If I were to be looking at what the to be state on how I want this to be, it's literally it being this is socially, when I say social, I mean it's pretty much agreed by everyone that this is the platform that if I'm coming to, right? One, I'm coming in here to see, hey, what are the recipes here that I can get, in relation to this food. I'm coming here because I know this person was on this platform and I had a conversation here. What can I learn from that?
Mhm.
It be IT, it be medicine, it be real estate, whatever it is, right? I know I can get something from here. So Charlie, you're not only coming in there to laugh, you're also coming in there to get recipes on what to cook, gain knowledge about the food. You're also getting some insight. You're leaving with something,
Mm.
right? You are
Yeah.
you are leaving with something, and that's how I envision it. I just recently started doing some aprons, right?
I saw
So
it. The yellow one
yes,
with the U-chop, I think in kente print, something like that.
yes, I did that one, and the person I did it with, I also went the person I did it with um, back in Ghana. She also has her own brand, Rama Freak, that she's been doing an amazing job. So I thought, hey, why do we not come together, collaborate, and create something, right? So the first time I did it by myself, just went online, got a few aprons, put a logo on it, and it was gone. So I was like, all right, how can I also, help someone else also, get a wider audience,
Yeah.
So I did that, and so far so good. So
It's all about
yeah,
collaborations, isn't
it's
it?
all about collaborations. It's
Yeah.
all about collaborations, So yeah,
Okay. So where do we go from here?
where do we go from here?
Yes.
First, you chop.
Oh yes, I
Yeah.
chop.
What
Yeah.
did you eat today?
Charlie, something light with some tortilla wrap and some things.
You know what I say a lot. I came up with this um phrase with this friend of mine, uh, Sugar, right? And I don't. It just came up randomly. It says, "If you know chop, yeah, no do well for yourself in this life.
Sure.
If you not chop, no do well for yourself. It's
Remember what
true.
we were
If you
taught in
chop,
primary school?
what do you say?
Remember what we were taught in primary school?
Mm-hmm.
A hungry man is an angry man. So yeah, you
He's an
never
angry
do it for
man.
yourself.
When you are constantly angry, you can't hear very well, you can't see very well,
I
you can't
know.
smell very well. But once you chop, yeah, you
Yeah.
see the mind is moving quite
You
well.
become alert.
I'm alert. Yes,
Exactly.
yes, yes.
Exactly.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Yeah. It was really great having you. I mean, though brief, I had my fun. Thank you so much, William.
Too.
So I'll be here for you anytime you need me, anytime you call on me. I'm right here. And please pass some of the food.
I got you.
With our job.
I'll be sure to do that.
All right, William. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day.
You too.
Okay, bye.